Hi, Zombie Go Boom. Can you try the meat cleaver and other butter knives, please?
I didn't know the meat cleaver was a butter knife.
The meat cleaver is not a butter
If you're
knife.
a man, it is.
I use meat cleavers to spread butter. What?
Who does
What?
it? He meant meat cleaver and then butter knives.
I know that's what he meant. But that's not.
Those
what
are
he
great
said.
ideas, John.
Yeah, I would love to test a freaking huge.
We
meat
have
cleaver.
a good meat cleaver and
I
butter.
think we need a
And
bigger
I
one.
eat a lot of toast, so
We need a
there's
bigger
definitely
one?
a butter knife around.
All right,
somewhere.
we'll look around. We'll try to find a big meat cleaver, and we have some butter knives. So we can do some throwing. We can throw some butter knives. We can do some modified butter knives where we cut the tip to a tanto point. Try to see if that works even better. That's great suggestions, man.
Yeah, I want to find a two-handed meat cleaver like you're talking about.
All right, we'll go to the store and try to find a big ass meat cleaver. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you mixed Mythbusters with The Walking Dead? We are Zombie Go Boom, filmmakers and zombie survival enthusiasts. Using our scientifically accurate zombie heads, we put retail weapons, homemade weapons, and everyday objects to the test in order to see what will save you during the zombie apocalypse. Survive, protect, and kick undead ass. Hey, what's up, survivors? Welcome to another mind-blowing episode from Zombie Go Boom. I'm Chuck Murray.
Charles Fultz.
And how did Jean-Matthew Boulet end up in an episode of Zombie Go Boom? Well, let me tell you. On a link in the description below, it'll take you to our Quickie session that we're currently running. If you're not familiar with Quickie, it is a social media application that allows you to connect with influencers and or your favorite celebrities in video format, which means that we can use that in order to get you guys to tell us which weapons you want us to test on Zombie Go Boom, and if we pick your suggestion, we will start the episode with your beautiful face on it. All you have to do is click on the link in the description below. It'll take you to our Quickie session. You can download Quickie, follow us there, ask us which weapons you want us to test, and you have a chance on being in an episode of Zombie Go Boom. That's right. Now, Jean-Matthew Boulet wanted us to test butter knives, so here we go. We have one unmodified, one modified, and we also have
A meat cleaver.
and that's the biggest one we could find. Matthew, I hope we make you proud. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Let's do this. All right, we're gonna turn this into a nice little tanto point. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Let's see if that's a little bit better. All right, so here's the main difference between unmodified and modified butter knives. Unmodified goes first. One thing to note is that this modified one is also a little bit harder toward the tip because it heated up whenever we were grinding it. First I'm gonna throw them, then I'm gonna slash and stab. That hit point. Trick. Alright, so this one didn't do anything. It just hit about right here and bounced right off. This modified tip, though, right here, actually went in the skin layer, got completely stopped by the bone, and then just came right back out. So if you're a person, yeah, this hella hurt. If you're a zombie, no big deal. The tip right here actually bent on impact. This one not so much, because when we ground the thing off, it magically heat treated it and made it a lot harder. So this is a lot stronger than this. Let's try actually slashing and stabbing. The slash from the regular butter knife managed to cut in right there and then sort of scrape the rest of the head. And then the modified knife cut in deep, deep, deep all the way to the bone, about 2 inches, and then kept cutting all the way down and exposed the cheekbone. Now let's stab him. Okay, so this is really freaking interesting. Basically, blade went in and then it bent according to the spherical nature of the skull. It did manage to get through all of the tissue though and into the bone and maybe chip the bone a little bit, but not very much at all. But as I pull this guy out, it's completely bent. So you can see that it went in, then followed the curvature of the skull and down, and probably pierced about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, but not into the skull, just into the flesh going downward. So that's definitely not a kill, and this is definitely not Zombie Go Boom approved. Let's try the modified one. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I meant to hit the temporal bone. I hit a little bit high, about 1 inch or 2, and I ended up hitting part of the parietal bone right up here. But the weapon did manage to get into the skull. I don't know how much, but it's definitely stuck in there quite a bit. Let's figure out how stuck, and then let's see how much penetration we got. So, I'm gonna put my finger here, and I'm gonna go like that. Whoa, that was gross as hell.
That's awesome.
Okay, did you hear that sound? All right, so, wow, I'm very surprised. The thing that I found really cool is, like, whenever people make modifications like these, they usually just get some kind of like wire cutter or something and they just cut it. We couldn't find any, so we ended up using the angle grinder, but the angle grinder heated up the metal so much that it actually hardened the metal. So it made it a lot stronger and a lot better. And not only that, but we also have a really good point here and a nice angle. That's about 45 degrees. And yeah, you know, it's uncomfortable to hold this weapon. I should have worn gloves, but I actually wanted to feel what it would feel like. And it hurts a little bit when you're using it. But even still, if you get a pretty strong strike, you do a hammer fist, you turn your body, I mean, that's a lot of damage for a little knife. Like, you know, obviously it didn't go that far into the cranial cavity, maybe about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 inch. But this guy is hemorrhaging like crazy, you know. He's so I don't know. This is a possible zombie kill. I can't fully confirm it, but there's enough hemorrhaging here where there could have been enough brain damage to cause the zombie to just, you know, go to zombie heaven.
Kill or no kill, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I didn't think this thing was gonna do anything, because, you know, it's a butter knife. It's like the worst weapon you could ever think of. But a minor modification, especially if you use an angle grinder, and you have something that is definitely a weapon. Maybe not the best weapon against zombies, but a better one than just using your fisticuffs.
Yeah,
you know?
I would go a little bit further and wrap the handle with some tape or some rope or something, just so you have something a lot thicker to grab other than this thin piece of metal. And you know, you could cushion the end so that your thumb doesn't get hurt on the stab.
Yeah, and that would actually make it so that you would be able to stab a little bit more, since you'd be able to put a lot more power into it. Also, changing the angle some, maybe taking this angle off with the angle grinder so it's more of a smooth sort of curve, would allow you to stab in a lot farther, you know. But I mean, super impressed. I guess all that's left is to finish this Ivan head with the meat cleaver. Are you ready for that?
This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Let's do it.
All right, we got a little bit of blood dripping out right there. We got a lot of blood though on the blade, so we know that it got in there at least an inch. Let's open it up a little bit and see what happens.
Okay, so not a confirmed zombie kill, but it definitely had more of a chance than the butter knife at being a confirmed zombie kill. Either way, both of those strikes could have been zombie kills, but not necessarily, so I guess we're just gonna have to keep going.
All right, now let's see what a 4-move combo can do. Alright, those strikes individually may not kill a zombie, but when you put them all together, he's definitely dead. Now let's see how many strikes it takes to cut his head off.
Alright, so not only was I able to pull a piece of the spine off of the zombie, which means that this blade was able to get deep into the spine, probably severing the spinal cord and making it just incapable of moving, but the neck is also broken. So I say less than 4 more shots and you're gonna see that head on the ground. Are you ready for it again?
I am definitely ready this time. All right.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. If you want to be like Jean and be in an episode of Zombie Go Boom with your awesome weapon suggestion, click on the link in the description below, download Quickie, follow us on Quickie, send us your weapon suggestion, and you could be one of the people featured on this show. Bone, ridiculously hard. Spinal cord, still hanging off. So fun, lots of blood. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends by sharing and by punching the living crap out of that like button. We love you guys. Thank you so much with another mind-blowing episode from Zombie Go Boom. I'm Chuck Murray.
I'm Charles Bolts.
And we will see you next time. Ooh.